How about now? Can you see me?
This time it's okay. Perfect.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Yoshi-san. That's great. So, good morning, Yoshi-san.
Good morning.
Yes. How have you been?
Oh, so good. How about you?
Yes, I'm good too. Thank you so much.
Can you hear me?
What's new today? Is there anything new?
It's Saturday is my favorite days because I go to my favorite sushi bars as a dinner. So, and I have chat, drinking, and sometimes play shogi at that bar.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for sharing. So it's part of your routine. It's part
yes.
of your week.
I continued after retirement.
I see. Okay. Who do you have fun with?
It's every that customers. It's very small sushi bars, so the 10 people enough, full of seats. So and it's a very rare case, new face. So and every customers acquaintance. And we talk a lot, everything.
Oh, wow. I see. Okay. Well, thank you. Sorry, I have to clarify something. So this is a sushi bar that you go to, or is it owned by your family?
It's only me. So the beginning of time, so I bring my wife to that shop, but unfortunately, my wife don't like the alcohol, and he accompany with me just drinking the Japanese teas. But maybe she's tired of talking every drunkard, so and she quit that kind of job. Recently, I only go to that sushi bar.
Oh, I see. So it is owned by you?
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, amazing. Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Yoshi-san. But do you have any helper that works there on different days?
Pardon?
Do you have any helper that works there on Tuesday, Monday?
It is I setting the every weekdays. So doing something. So the Monday is going to the visit the bus facility, and Tuesday is my town the house chores, and Wednesday is going to the having a lunch with my wife, like that. So that Thursday is go to the sushi bar, and Friday is also my time of the house chores. So and Saturday is I have a big event to go to the Osaka. So but almost 2 years I stopped that kind of custom because of the coronavirus. Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing those things, Yoshi-san. That's very interesting. Your routine is very interesting.
Yeah, I purposely to make busy after retirement. So.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, thank you so much, Yoshi-san. Would you like to proceed with the textbook?
Oh, yes. I already prepared.
All right, well, thank you. So kindly read the title.
The Farmer's Almanac.
Yes, well, thank you. So let's have the exercise one. Picture description. Please describe the picture shown below.
Okay, in this picture, I can see the one thick book. This book opens many of pages and make a shape as a mountain. It's a very impressive shape, and this cameraman, many of try to take this moment because once I tried to take this kind of pictures, but I can't. My book don't make this beautiful balanced shapes. Special book make this kind of shape. It need a very special quality of papers. This book looks like something diary, and center of the book page there's something space to write, and left side something printing or something information. So from the title this must be the almanac book. This book has a bookmark of red strings, and putting it center of the book, and upper side paper I can notice red highlight corners. I think this highlight is categorized of the monthly, and background is nothing. This book is put on the mere white board. That's all.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much, Joshi-san. You always give detailed description.
Yeah, I always try to practice English conversation for that.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much. You're doing good. All right. Well, I like that you said that it kind of looked like a mountain. It kind of looked like a mountain or mountains. Yes, I saw it, and yeah, you're right. Okay, well, thank you so much, Yoshi-san. So now let's have the exercise. Let's read the dialogue. I will be letter A first, and you will be letter B. Okay. All right. Well,
it's so hot. I really hate summers.
Me too. My father said that this summer is going to be very hot.
Really? How did he know that?
From the Farmer's Almanac. He always refers to that book to forecast the future weather and what's going to happen to crops and the like.
Oh, my grandfather always tells me about the almanac too. He puts great stock in it.
Really? I've often wondered if the weather predictions in the almanac are accurate. I never did check it.
I did twice. If I'm not mistaken, it was only about 50% right. However, the percentage of the giving correct information about the crops is amazingly high.
Really? So I guess I need to check it. I have a science project that is related to crops, and I need to pass it before the weekend. All right, well, thank you. So would you like to switch roles, Yoshi-san?
Okay.
Okay. It's so hot. I really hate summer.
Me too. My father says that this summer is going to be very hot.
Really? How did he know that?
From the Farmer's Almanac. He always refers to that book to forecast weather, future weather, and what's going to happen to crop and the like.
Oh, my grandfather always tells me about the almanac too. He put great stock in it.
Really, I've often wondered if the weather prediction is the almanac accurate. I never did check it.
I did twice. If I am not mistaken, it was only about 50% right. However, the percentage of giving correct information about the crops is amazingly high.
Really? So I guess I need to check it. I have a science project that is related to crops, and I need to pass it before the weekend.
Okay, well, thank you, Yoshi-san. So we have finished exercise 2. Do you have any questions with the dialogue?
Nothing in particular.
Okay, so let's have activity 3. Thank you, Yoshi-san. Let's have vocabulary review. Read the following words or expressions used in the dialogue and make sample sentences using them. Number 1.
Okay, Almanac, annual reference book containing summaries of the information on many subjects. You know, in Japan, we don't have the counterpart of Farmer's Almanac. So I know zip about Farmer's Almanac, but there's a ordinary calendar book, Japanese traditional calendar book, still using the remnant of the past Chinese characters. For example, the 12 signs of the Chinese astrology, and that each year has a fixed animals, 12 other kind of animals. So I heard your country have the same custom. So this year the cows. So the Japanese New Year card design, many of cow I saw. So, and every day is lucky and unlucky has Chinese characters. So the Japanese wedding ceremony and funeral ceremony still influenced at that Chinese old calendars. Of course, many of us don't believe that, but it's a safe way to obey the social custom. That's all.
I see. All right. Well, thank you, Yoshi-san. And do you personally believe in zodiac signs?
I don't believe that. It's a Japanese, maybe the Japanese culture or custom.
I see. All right. Well, thank you so much,
How much
Yoshi-san.
your country also influenced from the Chinese characters?
Chinese zodiac signs?
And
Yes. Actually, yes. People would predict that as soon as not really predict. People would state like a person who is known for feng shui, like about the luck and all those things. For as soon as the new year enters or starts, they will. I mean, there's a program in TV that would talk about this one. That would talk. Oh, this is going to be. This year is the year of the cow, for example, and these are the lucky colors, and these are the lucky numbers. Yes, but I don't personally practice that or obey that.
it's a safe side, maybe.
Yes. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Yoshi-san. And yes, according to the internet, Farmer's Almanac is an annual American periodical that has been continuous since 1818, and it's only for the U.S. and Canada. So I guess we don't have that. Great. Okay. Well, thank you, Yoshi-san. So now let's have number 2.
To put great stock in having much confidence in, so it's a very good expression, I think. So I put great stock in science, but I guess recently the too much. For example, the nuclear power plant, the genetic engineering, substitute mothers, or organ transplant, etc. Recently science is some areas, some field, too much, I guess. That's all.
Okay, well, thank you, Yoshi-san. Too much knowledge is dangerous, right? Okay, so let's have number 3, to wonder.
To wonder, to think about. I wonder, annihilate of the coronavirus is impossible. So that we have to search next answer, how to live together with coronavirus.
I see. All right. Well, thank you. So it will become a daily part of our lives in the next few years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Yoshi-san. So let's have exercise for comprehension questions. Number 1. What do you think is the relationship of the speakers?
I think they are close university friends for the maybe graduate school. So they belong to the factory of the agriculture section. That's all.
Okay, well, thank you, friends. So let's have number 2. Tell something about the Farmer's Almanac.
From the textbooks information, the almanac book is accumulate for the farmer's experience from time immemorial. So the ancient time farmer don't have the weather forecast, and at that all the time, I guess it's a very important information book. That's all.
Okay, well, thank you. Yes, it might be important in the past, but now, since technology has advanced, we have something more accurate. Thank you so much, Yoshi-san. So let's have number 3. Do you think the almanac is accurate? Why or why not?
No, I guess it's not. This book don't have the scientific basis. So only ancient days have important information. So but about the weather forecast only hit the 30 half percentage is not accurate information.
Oh. Okay, well, thank you so much. Yeah, you're right. So now let's have number 4. Do you like the summer season, Yoshi-san? Why or why not?
My days in child, one of my favorite seasons is the summer. So that because especially the summer has a long vacation. So then my area has a big lake neighborhood. So and when I was a child, I like to swim that lake. It only takes 10 minutes by child food. But recently the scorchers, I can't stand it. And I'm afraid the future of weather in all the world. That's all.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you so much. So does it mean, Yoshi-san, that you used to like summer season?
Yes. So, and I remember when I was a child. So the only 2 or 3 days over 30 degree in summer. And it's very easy to spend summer days. It's enough. Sprinkle the water front of my house road, or just using the fan, manual fan is enough. So we don't have the air conditioning, and we don't have even the electric fan. But summer is not so hot, so I missed at that time.
Oh, yes, when global warming was still not a big thing.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Yoshi-san. So now let's have number 5. Does your grandfather have an almanac, or did he have an almanac?
I don't know, because my grandfather passed away before I born. So but maybe my grandfather have that kind of book. And my grandfather go to the United States as an immigrator. And he works a long time American farming.
I see. Okay, well, thank you so much, Yoshi-san. That's interesting. So now let's have number 5. Let's have perspective. Do you agree or disagree? Explain why. Number 1. Almanacs are still very useful nowadays.
I think it's so much important for cultures, but not practical ones. So recently the scientific weather forecast very accurate. After 1 week weather forecast almost hit. So the almanac is not. That's all.
All right, well, thank you. Well, there's more reliable sources these days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. So now let's have number 2, Yoshi-san, the last one. Summer days will be hotter in the future. Agree or disagree?
I believe this sentence is very right. So the influence of the global warming, so the Earth's temperature is continues increase. And thus affects of course the entire world, and I'm worried melting the polar Antarctic and Arctic ice melting, and surface of the sea increase, and some country need a bank, but many of the poor country don't have that money, and they have a severe destiny submerged part of their land. So, and adding this, so every day there's a big monster typhoon and concentrate of the rain. So it's inflicts many of damage for every country. That's all.
Yes. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Yoshi-san. It's really sad that I'm not really sure if we can still do anything to save the earth.
Yeah.
Do you? Yes, right. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Yoshi-san. Well, that was a very informative conversation. But before we say goodbye, Yoshi-san, do you have any questions?
No question. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for today, Yoshi-san. I learned something from you, and you have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.